Well, hello everyone. Today we are going to be doing a little bit of a behind the scenes. We've been talking a lot about professional development, the good, bad, and the ugly of it all. But today I wanted to take a little bit of a chance to dive deep inside our solution for professional development throughout the year. So if you haven't heard we have an online membership called Elementary Music Edge. And the entire point of this is to get content specific professional development, aka professional development that actually matters, in front of teachers like you. Because let's be honest, our school districts are rarely providing this type of content specific PD that helps us actually learn new ideas, new strategies, tips and tricks, new songs, repertoire, all these things. And that's what we're going to be diving into today as we do our Elementary Music Edge tour. Now, I will say we do have some bonuses that are available. Today's the last day for you to get those bonuses. So we're going to be getting the Engaging the Cool Kids guide. So again, that is my guide where I go through my top strategies, tips, games, activities, all these things to engage those upper elementary slash middle school kiddos that really don't want to be there. And how can we trick them into understanding that they actually do want to be there and engage them and keep them involved. So if you want to grab that bonus, be sure to join us inside Elementary Music Edge before midnight tonight when that bonus expires. You can learn more about Elementary Music Edge by heading go to thatmusicteacher.com/edge, EDGE. So let's go ahead and dive in to the platform. So, all right. So when you log in, this is what it's going to look like. So here we have the thing. First of all, I want you to notice, like, we try to make it as easy as possible to cancel if the membership is not something you want to continue with. Because nobody likes paying for membership that they don't they don't use. So we do have a couple of options here. You can update your billing information if you need to change your cards, or you can cancel here, or you can send an email to us by clicking that button and we can take care of it. But I hope that you won't need to do that because there's going to be lots of really cool things. The first thing that you might notice down here in the corner is we have a little pop-up with the Elementary Music Edge Assistant. And just for the sake of clarity and make it a little easier to see on the screen, I'm actually going to go to the Edge Assistant through this button because it makes it a little bit bigger, but it's the same thing that pops up. The Elementary Music Edge Assistant is not AI telling you AI generated information. What it is an artificial intelligence assistant that's going to connect you to stuff that's already in the membership. So I want to be really clear. It's not making stuff up. It's taking in the information that you're giving it and helping you find the stuff that's in the membership that's been supplied by all of our wonderful guest speakers. So I'm curious, if you're in the chat, let me know if there are any specific topics you want me to check. So one thing I could say is, I'm starting recorders. Ooh, that's not how you spell that word. Recorders tomorrow. What resources do you have for that? And it'll go through and think about the different trainings as well as the resource packs and lesson plan menus and really take through and kind of see what it might be able to connect with. So again, here it says we have an introduction to recorder slideshow. It has here we have a workshop with Aaron Elliott all about, step-by-step on the first days for recorders. That's great. And again, this link will take you directly into, well, that's a bad example because it's going to create a copy. Well, you can do it. It'll take you directly in to actually create the resource within the membership so that you can use it in your classroom. I saw a suggestion, middle school music. So let me just restart so that it doesn't get confused, although I don't think it would. Now let's see. What about resources for middle school music? And what I love about this is, honestly, I'm showing you the realities of it, is we don't have a lot of specifically middle school resources in the membership right now. But the AI, instead of just making something up, it's letting you know that, hey, we don't really have any middle school stuff. But if that's something you're interested in, to send us an email. Now, I will say that we do have a lot of upper elementary stuff that could be applied. So let's see, what about upper elementary? So for instance, we have our upper elementary choir. We have some activities for upper elementary. We have the centers pack that could be used. So again, it's not making it up. It's just connecting what's already in here. So let's talk about what's in here. each one of these, and we have when you first log in, I would love for you to recommend. I highly recommend checking out our identifying your growth and foundation pillars training. So this is about 25 minutes or so, and it's going to take you through the process of figuring out where in your professional development you have some opportunities for growth. If you joined us for the Elementary Music Summit this past weekend, this is basically that last training we pieced up into a self-guided training to help you figure out where you need to go and how you can connect it a little bit further. So once you figure out which of those pillars you want to dive in a little bit deeper for, this is what I would recommend. So let's say you took the audit and you're like, all right, I really need to work on curriculum and planning. All right, cool. Let's go into this training and see what we have. So we have our curriculum mapping post-it party. If you're doing choir, Debbie O'Shea's training on choir. So we have some reflection, low concert stress planning. Becca Davis has elementary centers, all these different things you can go in. Let's take a peek and kind of see what they're working on and what different things might be in here. So again, we have the training, and then we have the resource pack where they're able to take the training and really put it into application and really put it in to make it work. Again, all of this is to not replace you as the teacher by any means, but to help you up a level your instruction. One of the things that we see a lot is like, I don't have time to do any of this. Like, I don't have time to sit for an hour-long workshop. And that's totally fine. If you don't, we have the Edge Shift series, which is a four-part series. Each one of these kind of works together. So while you don't necessarily need to sit down for all of them, you can fit them in, and they're like 10 to 15 minutes long. And they basically take it in and allow you to, if you maybe have 10 minutes, maybe you have a little bit of some time between classes. This is where a training where you're going to be able to take the process, make some things, and it gives you some actual homework. And by that, I mean just like stuff to do to make sure that you actually implement in your classroom. So I see a question is, what is this about? This is a little bit of behind the scenes tour of Elementary Music Edge, which is an on-demand professional development membership for elementary music teachers. You can learn more by heading over to thatmusicteacher.com/edge, EDGE. But the whole point is to connect music teachers with content-specific professional development that's going to help them up-level their instruction. Something else is every month we send out basically like a lesson plan menu. So for instance, if we look at January's, we're going in here, it will tell you maybe. So basically some different ideas of how you can up-level you do something for, you might be able to do beatboard builders for kindergarten, for fifth grade, and how you might up-level that up as you go along. So each one of these months comes with a different resource, a lesson plan menu, and then again, those resources within each training. So the reason I show you this isn't to, try to force your hand or something. I do want to let you know again that engaging the it's hard to say. Engaging the Cool Kids Guide, that bonus is expiring. So if that's something you're interested in, joining Elementary Music Edge by midnight tonight, you'll get that for free just for joining. Again, you can cancel anytime. The membership will be here forever. So even if you don't join us by midnight, you can still join us. But again, those bonuses will be expiring at midnight. With that being said, again, I want to help you make the best decision you can make for you. So if you do not want to join us inside the membership, that is totally okay. We can still be friends. If there's ever any opportunity for me to help support the work that you're doing in your classroom, please feel free to send an email, hello@thatmusicteacher.com, and reach out asking for help or asking for some support or asking to be connected with some other resources. With that being said, thank you so much for joining us, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. I hope you stay safe and there's not too much crazy snow coming with you. And as always, please remember that you make a difference in the lives of the students that